Hi peeps, welcome to what will be our new studio. My wife and I are going to be starting up a podcast which deals with mental health and ADHD and things like that. But this will be, I thought I'd take use of it with my Spurs connection. The channel is Dino Coy's Chit-Chat. Please subscribe, like and share. Definitely comment below on anything you hear today. Basically, today I'm going to go through a little review of tomorrow's match with Ipswich. As you know, the last meeting between us at the Tottenham Stadium ended up with them winning 2-1. They held on at the end. And that was actually their first top flight win in 22 years. And their first win in the Premier League this season. Dr. Tottenham show up again. Yeah, so that's that. And they're going to be on. We want revenge. Definitely want revenge. And I think we will get it. I don't know how you feel. I think there's a bit of a good feel factor around the moment at the club, with the players coming back from injury, with the 2 games obviously on a row we've won. And if we win tomorrow, that'll be the first time that we've had 3 wins in a hell of a long time. I was going to get the stat up, but I thought I was going to bore you with it. But yes, for a long time, it's 3 wins is quite considering where we were a little while ago, and we was getting scared about potential relegation. I think it's quite decent, and we've obviously got the new AZ Alkmaar information coming through, so that we're going to be playing them in the next round of the Europa League. I've got tickets for that, so we went to the first game over there. Me and my boy Ollie. The 1-0 win with Richarlison scoring. It was a bit of a dire game, to be fair. We should have beaten by more, but it was Richarlison's, if his finishing was a bit better, he could have had 2 or 3 on that night. Ipswich, I do play a nice football, and to be fair, they on the last time at Portman Road they beat I think it's Chelsea. They beat there, so they're no pushovers. So I'm really looking forward to the game on the weekend. I'm actually be working, so I can't get to it, or not sure if I'll be watching it. If I can get the job done quickly, I'll be home, but I'll probably be listening to the first part on the radio while I'm working. Players I think we need to look out for in the Ipswich side. There's Leif Davis, who could definitely give Poro some trouble if he's playing, as you know, because Poro likes to leave that gap behind him. And if he does, I think him with Liam Delap, his son, could quite capitalise on that space behind, because Delap's a quality player. And as many of you know, there's been quite a bit of talk about potentially Spurs going for him in the summer, and a couple of other teams. He'd be a great addition to our squad. I would really like him to come on. Very promising player. Thinking about our lineup and what things I would potentially change, or obviously with the injured players coming back, I think I would rest Poro. I know I've just said about the Poro thing with Leif Davis maybe taking advantage of him down that side, but for that reason, because I think Poro's played so many minutes, I think it'd be good to give him a rest for this game. In my personal opinion, I would play Jed Spence in his place, and play Adogi on the other side. I think that'd be a good balance. And then if Adogi can try, we need to get a bit of match fitness. And later on, I'll be giving my match predictions and my preferred team lineup. Definitely not going to be for everybody. And again, please give me comments below to what you think about my lineup and what yours would be. It would differ. But yeah, I mean, the prediction, I've got a little lineup here. I mean, I was going to go on a bit more about the game, but I mean, it's such a tricky one to go over, because I mean, Ipswich are going to be fighting for their lives down there, and I do, like I said before, I think they play good football. So I think on their day they're capable of giving anyone a game, as they proved against Chelsea and against us at Agath. But I think the goodwill goodwill feeling that we've got at the moment with the club, I'm hoping will carry us through. But as we pretty well know, that Spurs will have a great game, or when we think they're going to do well, they will let us down. So, but I'm fingers crossed that that's not going to happen tomorrow. So, finally, I'd like to go on to what I would say. I think I've got it written down here. So my preferred, what I would pick as the lineup, I'd have Spence and Udogie, the two fullbacks. Vicario in goal. Him coming back has been a big lift. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really think that Kinski's done well coming in, but it was a lot to throw him straight into the Premier League after he's only played a handful of games in his league, in the league where he came from. So he's done well. I think it's been a good learning curve for him. But I think Vicario being between the sticks has gave the defence a little bit more stability, I think, and a bit more confidence. The other two defenders, I'd have Danso and Davies. I know a lot of people would like Archie Gray to play there because he's more, or he says reliable, but I personally think that Davies always gives a great performance. Sorry, I'll take that back. Not a great performance, but you'll always get a regular 7 or 8 out of 10, I think, out of Davies. So I think he's rock solid. Danso, I think, is a really quality player. I'm really looking forward to next season, or even this season, later on this season, improving. Because I think that Romero, personal opinion, might have trouble getting back in the team if Danso keeps on with the performances he's putting in. But so that's my back four. I would love to see Archie Gray given a chance in midfield in front, so playing that number 6 role where he can break forward a little bit and play some passes. I think he's earned it against, and I think if he's going to get a game, it's going to be against someone like Ipswich, who's bottom of the league. So let's give him a try in his position, so he can actually show what he can do. He should have a lot of confidence now from playing in every position at the back. I'd like to see him start, at the back, in number 6 role. My other 3 midfielders, I'd like Bergvall and Papsar playing across there, and I'd like Madison playing sort of in the number 10 role, sort of playing at the back, number 10, or playing back, sorry, behind the strike force. And then I'd like to see Johnson on the left, playing down the right, and Sonny. I mean, it's a toss up between Sonny playing or Odebear starting. But I think we've got to be careful with Odebear, only just coming back from his injury. I personally like to see maybe Sonny start and then Odebear come on. That'd be my preferred. And the same on the other side with Johnson. I'd like to see Johnson start because Decky is so desperate for a break, a little bit of rest, and maybe bring Decky on at the end to sort of play, sort of weave his magic against a tired defence potentially. And up front, I want to see Matthias Tell. I really want to see that guy get a run in the team. He looks dangerous. He looks energetic. He's full of bubbling. I love seeing how he's already turning around and having a go at the other players and trying to G them up and get them going for it. So yeah, I like to see that. And I'd say, but also, sorry, to go back also, is the fact that we've got these guys to come off the bench shows what a difference Ange has got now. Looking back at the bench a few weeks ago, he had nothing. He had a load of kids sitting on the bench. Now you've got these guys now to bring on, so which is great. I mean, it definitely fills me with confidence looking at it, and I'm sure it does him. And the players that are playing, looking over, are thinking, look at that, that's much better. And the opposing manager and team are looking over now thinking, if we don't, you know what I mean, they could bring some dangerous players on to change the game. My score prediction is 1-3, so that's 3-1 to Spurs. I'm not going to go with goal scorers because I think that's a bit stupid. So, but yeah, I'd love to see Matthias Tell get 1 or 2, definitely. Maybe to Madison so we can do his celebration again, to do an up yours to Roy Keane. But yeah, so that's my prediction. That's my lineup. Please comment below whether you agree with me or not, or how you would change it. And also, please like, subscribe, and comment in the bottom below, as I said before. So, and I do like to get back to everybody if I can. And I'm trying to build this channel. I'd like to build a nice little base of people that we'll get sort of communicate quite a lot with. I've also obviously got a Instagram page, which if you're on this, you'll see that as well. It's the same name, Dino Coy's Chit-Chat. So you can always get me on now. I like doing my little videos of Dino's question of the day, which is getting it's building quickly. I like that because we're getting a lot of communication, and even with other teams' fans of getting involved, which has surprised me, which is really good. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I'm going to crack away. I'm going to go in now. So what I'd like to say is, yes, let's hope we can get a win to try and keep this momentum going and get our third win in a row. So with that, I want to say, come on, you Spurs, up the Lily Whites.